not only does the observer observe, it reviews, it evaluates, and it makes changes. This is how we evolve. This is how we get to an enlightened state. This is how we grow. And remember, I talked about that process of, in the beginning, everything was all one, and everything was all, there was no separation. That means that there was no awareness, because how can you be aware if there's not one to observe and review and evaluate? So there had to be a separation of self from self. Think of one thing as an entity and it's separating from itself into two parts. Just making an example here. Now, one part is aware of the other, and now it goes through this cycle where it's not only aware and observing, it's reviewing what happened, what went wrong, what's not right, so we can get to this state of neon. Now, neon is a noble gas. It's stable. It's the enlightened wounded warrior. It has been through the process, the cycle of evolution, and it's observed it all, and it knows what alignment is. It is an alignment, right? And if you feed it any fire, it doesn't burn, it glows. Okay, think about the glowing around in the drawings of Christ, and the glow around the head, that it represents enlightenment. Clock on that T, okay? Learning lesson, check, okay? So we are all in a process of getting to that enlightened state of neon, where we are stable, where we are whole. We are all living this life and going through things and getting to that fluorine state where we can no longer take a state of being that no longer serves us, and we find ways to get out of that state into neon, or Neo from the Matrix. You know, when he was dodging the bullets, that's his moment of being in his neon state and being in a state of wholeness, of recognizing self, of recognizing truth within self, and using that truth to get to that state of wholeness, okay? So I say this all to say, you know, the observer or awareness or consciousness is not just an observer. It does a lot more than that. It's a lot more dynamic than just being a camera and just watching things. It makes things happen. This is the reason why we're able to evolve.